Hello everyone, my name is Andrea. I'm the Buckeye Stitcher. Um, so yeah, today we're gonna work on this very pretty fabric here. This is, I want to say 14 count Aida. I can't, I don't know if it's 14 or 16. I think it's 14. I will leave the link below. This actually was a freebie that I got with my Lowry stand, believe it or not. It's like a free gift, I guess. So I've decided to use this fabric for my Hawaiian sunset piece that I am doing for my older brother and his wife's anniversary next year. I think it's going to look really, really nice. So yeah, we're just going to work on this while we talk. So as you can see, I've got Pattern Keeper up right here. I was gonna start in the upper left hand corner like I usually do, but this pattern doesn't have an edge. It just kind of, you know, fades out. So kind of have to do a center start with this, which is fine. So I'm gonna call this the center, but I'm gonna start over here because I want to get these two. Yeah, I'm going to start over here because I just want to get these few. Yeah, this is going to drive me nuts. I usually start in the upper left hand corner because I just kind of go symbol by symbol, but yeah, it's okay. We'll figure it out. It's fine. We'll get there. So actually, I'm going to start here. Actually, so yeah. So let's see where we go with this. Got to keep an eye on the auto. I have the auto focus on if I can talk. Got to keep an eye on that. I might have to turn it off again. All right, so let's find where we're going here. So that's that one. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up 1. Oopsie. Come on. All right. Come on. Yep, there we go. Okay. Wasn't sure if it pulled through or not. All right. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to start right there. Just make sure. 2, 3, 4. 2. Yes. Okay. All righty. So, you were probably expecting, and I was expecting, to be working on my purple trees. Yeah, slight delay. So I have started it. I did the first handful of stitches. Actually, I did the first handful of stitches about four different times. So I am still very, very new to Aida. Or Aida. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I am still very, very new to even weave. So, um, yeah, I'm having some difficulties. It's I thought I knew how to do it, and then I tried to start, and not it's not turning out great. So that's why I'm starting with this one because I'm like at this point I don't working on even weave makes me feel like I don't know how to stitch. Um, and honestly, I'll be honest, it bummed me out. I've been a bit bummed out the last day or so. So I'm like, you know what? It's fine. We'll just start this one because I've been wanting to start with this one anyway, and this is Ada, and it's pretty in purple, and it'll be fine. I have not given up on I have not given up on the purple trees. I will, I still want to do it and I will, but um I yeah, I have to learn. Which is really hard because there's not too much out there on, how to do 1/1 on even weave, but it's fine. I'll figure it out. Or if any of you have any tips, that would be great. Um, but yeah, it's kind of like wah wah, because I was like so excited, and I'm still excited, but I'm just like, darn it, like, yeah. So, but anyway, it's okay. Oopsie. I think what I'm gonna do, oh my goodness, I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna start here and then just go up. That might be that might be the thing I do. Um, so that's skip two. There we go. So yeah, so anyway, this, I suppose I can go the Danish method. So this is an Etsy pattern. Uh, Everything, of course, will be linked down below. Um, I wish I could remember the store. But anyway, everything will be linked down below if you're interested in grabbing this. I think it's really, really pretty. I wanted some type of beach or I wanted some type of beach or ocean theme because my brother and his wife are very they're very they love the sea. They go to Florida every single year. So like yeah. So I'm like, well, that's kind of perfect. So it took me a while to find one actually. There were a lot of pretty ones, but Mm, I think that's wrong. Yes, that is. Anyway, there was a lot of pretty ones, but not so many that I could really turn into what do you call it? An anniversary. I could, change it into anniversary. I think this one will look really, really pretty though. Um, with like the letters that I am hoping to put on here. So yeah. So I wasn't sure if I was going to start this or not because, the purple trees one. But like I said, um, the purple trees is going to be um, less fun for a while. um, Simply because I have almost no clue what I'm doing, um, which is why it feels like I don't know how to stitch. So oh, my stitches are just not turning out the greatest. And they're also slipping under, which I knew can happen. And I thought I knew how to combat that, but apparently I don't because, because it's not working. Um, so yeah, I just have to find the right information that will make me understand how to do this. I'm sure once I get into it, I'm sure I will have fun and like it, but yeah, right now it's kind of a bummer. So, um, come on. So so I'm like, yeah, no, we're gonna start this one. Because I need something to film because I won't put you guys through that. Um, but B, I need something that I can just work on and not feel like an absolute noob. That's blurry, isn't it? Oh, camera, come on. What are you doing? All right. Um, so yeah, I need something to work on to kind of get away from the purple trees when it's really annoying me. Um, so I don't feel like a complete noob, which it is funny. It brings back it does bring back memories to when I first started stitching at all. And I would stitch on Aida, and I remember that feeling of like I'm gonna do this, and I am doing this, but I don't know if any of this is right. um, so yeah, it's fine. We'll get there. So, but anyway, so this color, oh, well, you can see it. This color is 606. Oh, let me talk about the pattern. This is 14 count, doing 2/1, obviously, because it's Aida. Um, there are 22,529 stitches in it, so it's not too terribly big. Um, my other one, the purple trees, is 202,500, so a lot more. But so yeah, I I I I just think it's really, really pretty, and I really do think they'll like it. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, tell me what you guys are stitching on. Tell me if you guys are doing any type of fun stitching for Halloween, or have you started um Christmas stuff yet for people? I have not. I don't know if I will, I'll be honest. Um, but I don't know. I might. I've thought about it, but I have not started anything. I have not landed on anything that I'm like, ooh, yes, we are doing that. So, I'm just, especially because this is my first, year back into stitching. I'm trying not to basically burn out on it like I usually do right away. So I've actually been stitching longer than probably I've ever stitched in a really long time. Yeah, I missed one, but that's okay. I'll get it on the way back. Because usually what happens is I'll do a stitch I'm doing a stitch for a reason. So it's like, ooh, that's really pretty. I want to do that for so and so. So the last time I stitched which was about 9 years ago. The reason for me stitching was the um the birth of my niece and nephew. So I made them little cross stitch things for that. And so what usually happens is I get those and I start stitching, and I usually, I guess I don't pace myself, maybe, or maybe I feel like I can't pace myself because I'm usually like on a time limit. But I usually am like not rushing to get it done, but like it's not an enjoyable experience to do it. I'm just like trying to get it done, and I'm trying to make it look as nice as I can. Um, so yeah, but I'm trying not to do that with this time around, I should say. I'm trying to do more just fun ones, picking patterns, not because I think people will like them, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to do that for this person. I'm picking patterns more that I like. Not to say I don't like all the patterns I pick. I wouldn't really stitch one if I didn't like it, but um, I'm more doing stitching for me, which is weird. But as I've said in a previous video, this I have noticed a and I have noticed oh my gosh, a positive swing in my mental health since I have started stitching again. So and my therapist agrees. She thinks it's great. Um, Especially because, my brain never stops. But and I've said this before in other videos, but my brain never stops, but with cross stitch it has to pay more attention than, it usually does, because, we have to do the thing, or we miss things like this one. There we go. There we go. Almost forgot it. Okay. So yeah, it's going. Oopsie, I went the wrong way. That's that is basically the problem I'm having. The biggest problem I'm having with even weave is I have found out that on even weave it does matter how you make your X's. With Ada, you can basically do whatever you want. You can do top to bottom, bottom to top. You can do some mixture of the two. You can go left to right. You can go right to left. It really does not matter. But on trying to see. Okay, is that is okay? I guess that's it. Um, on even weave, it does depend, because if you make a stitch the wrong direction on, and it if you make a stitch on in the going in the wrong direction on the fabric, depending on what the fabric is doing underneath, then your stitch is gonna slip within the slip between the fabric, and then you lost your stitch. So yeah, it's that. I guess that's my biggest thing. I did not go through the hole. I guess that's my biggest thing with it is I'm still learning how I need to stitch. Um, so yeah. So I have an idea that I will try. I don't know if this is the full reason, but um, I'm hoping that trying this other way will at least make some of it better. But we'll find out. And one. So yeah, just a little bummed out, but that's okay. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. Um, what else is going on with me? I need a new thread here. Give me just a second. Oh, come on. There we go. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So what's new with me? Not much. I I called the doctor today. And I'm like, hey, so about about my results. Because that was last week that I called them, and she said she had called them, but no one answered. And I'm like, well, that's unfortunate. So she called again today, and she's like, I'll let you know if I have any trouble getting your records. And I'm like, okay. And so didn't hear anything for a few hours. I thought everything was fine. I'm like, okay, maybe she got through this time. That's great. And then I noticed not too long ago, about 4 o'clock, I guess. Um, I had I had a message from her, and I'm like, oh man. I'm like, please be good news. And it wasn't. So the same thing that happened last week when she called happened again. No one picks up. No, and I'm like, okay. So I ended up calling. They were open till 4:30 or 5 o'clock today, so they were there. They should have been there. And I called. It was like 4 o'clock. I called, and same thing. No one picked up. Um, went right to not right to voicemail. It rang a couple times, but then it went to voicemail. And I'm sure she has done the same thing, but I left a voicemail for them to call me back. Um, she said she left one too. They haven't called her back, and I'm like, okay. So I think my game plan is if so tomorrow I have the dentist at 11. If I don't hear anything, here we go. I got a knot. If I don't hear anything by the time I'm done with the dentist, then I think I'm just gonna drive up there. Um, it's not too far. It's probably like maybe 15 minutes up the road. So it's not very far away at all. And I just might walk in there and be like, yo, um, why won't you pick up your phone? um, so yeah, we'll see. I have no idea. I hate to do that, but at the same time, it's like this is going on 4 months of basically no sleep. And I'm really over it. I have a very tenuous hold on my mental health at the moment. Um, and a big portion of it is the sleep or the lack thereof. So yeah. So I don't want to be that person, but it's like at the same time, it's like, I'm going to advocate for myself because this is not okay. I need to figure this out. So yeah. So we'll see how that goes. I have this feeling. I just have this feeling I will be going up there tomorrow. Um, 1, 2, 3. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. So yeah. And that's about it, honestly. Nothing much has really been going on. I've just been really tired and kind of blah the last few days. Um, like today, I've had a headache all day that I just can't really seem to get rid of. But you know, it is what it is, and we just have to keep moving. So 1, 2, 3. But I at least wanted to get on here and start this. I didn't want to. It's a new start, and I didn't want to start it with I wanted the just to get it from the very beginning. So um, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 6, 9, yeah. And then 3 and 1. Okay. Another problem. Oopsie, that's not anywhere close to right. There we go. Another problem I'm having with the even weave is the fabric itself. It's beautiful, and I love it, kind of, but it's not it's not gridded in a way that I am familiar with. So I'm having a real tough time finding out like where the boxes actually are. And what I mean by that, why does that look funky? That whole thing just looks funky. Okay, so I think I went through there. And let me see. I think that's right there. Let's try this one more time. Okay, so we're gonna go through that one and that one. Yeah, I think that looks a little better. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I'm used to the lines being like this, not kind of like straddling anything, any two. I try to get I I make the line exactly on where I'm supposed to. And I don't know how I skipped that, but okay. But at least for me, oopsie, this makes sense to me. And I'm just trying to okay. Um this fabric's a little this fabric's a little weird. It's kind of well, I mean not thin, but I don't know. Anyway, it's very easy to go through it, so I'm not quite sure. Anyway, the easy count fabric that I got off of Etsy, it's beautiful. I love it. It feels real nice and it does feel good to stitch on, but the boxes are not precisely on the line. They're kind of like in between two sets of holes. So I don't know. It's really hard for me to tell um where I'm stitching. I can't look at a box and go, okay, that's third row, second column. I can't do that with that. I have to I literally have to just either count it all out or start from a corner and literally just do the whole box in one go. Which is why I've also switched to parking method for purple trees because because of that. Um, because I don't because I can't I'm not I can't really make heads or tails of it. Um, I gotta do parking just to keep it straight. Um, and I mean traditional parking where you literally go one stitch by one stitch. So even if there is one stitch, you do one stitch, you park it where you have to, and then you switch to the next color, like traditional parking. Um, nope, that's wrong. So there's a learning curve. Um, so I'm a little tripped up at the moment, but there are there are many people on YouTube that are very uh, kind and gracious to give their time to making videos and commenting to help people like me who want to learn how to do this craft, and teach them how they do it. And that's I'm very grateful because the only reason I'm so comfortable on Ada is not because I've done it a lot, because I really haven't. I've made a lot in the past, but I've never been confident making anything, because I wasn't taught by anyone. I taught myself. So I was never 100% sure if I had learned how to cross stitch correctly or if I was just kind of fudging it. Um, but I would say the first one I completed this year, which was the Christmas tree one, I would say that was the first one I finished and like felt like I'm like, wow, I actually did that. Like that's correct. um, not to say it's correct, but I felt like I felt like I didn't fudge it for the first time. It's like, oh, I didn't make any weird stitches just because I didn't know how to do what stitch was, what the stitch I had to do. Um, which is nice. That's very nice. Let's see. One, two, three, four. So that's one, two, and then one, two, three. Oh, that is three. Okay. I thought that was four. I'm like, what is going on? Yeah, that's three. Anyway, so yeah, so I did that one. I felt really good about that one. And then I did the cross, and the cross was probably the first one that I felt confident with what I was doing while I was doing it. So what I mean by that is I felt confident with the Christmas tree one, but I didn't feel the confidence until after it was done. um And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, that look, I did it," you know? Um, the cross one, which I did after the Christmas tree, um, that I felt confident during the process of stitching it for the first time ever. Um, because I guess I had finished the other one and I, felt really like I'm like, wow, that turned out really nice. So yeah. And this one too, I'm not this one's just fun. Like, yes, I'm doing it for my brother and his wife, but this is also just fun. Because I get to just sit here and stitch. And yeah, I love this color. This red color. This is so pretty. This one's gonna have this pattern has so many pretty colors. Obviously, it's a sunset, and it has so many pretty colors in it. I'm so excited, and I'm so 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 excited to see how all these colors kind of pop off this purple Aida. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I've always wanted to try different colored Aida, and I never have. um the confidence thing. So this was kind of perfect because um it was free, honestly. So it's like, okay, there's like basically no risk because I didn't buy this. um because that's how my brain works, apparently. Come on. But yeah, so I already love it. I love how that red looks on that purple. Whoopsie, come on. But yeah, so it's gonna be really nice. I hope. I think it'll be really nice. Ah, there we go. But yeah, so yeah, I just keep rambling. Like I said, I'm not really here today. But I didn't want to just I mean, I spent most of the day in bed, and that's never a good thing. Um, but I got up and I'm just like, I have zero energy for anything. Like, I haven't even really eaten today. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Yeah. So I'm like, I got to at least get up, uh, get some food, and then try to do something. And it was going to be the purple trees, but like I said, I had no energy for anything, so that was just not happening. So I decided to finish kitting this up. I still had to kit up the rest of the floss for this. And yeah, so after I kitted it up, I was going to start it, and then I'm like I should probably start this on camera. And then it took me a minute to convince myself to get up and get the camera. So, which I'm glad I did. I am. So, but tonight might be an early night. It's 9 o'clock. Uh, I'm usually I try to lay down by I try to lay down by midnight, but that doesn't always happen. But yeah, it might be an early night tonight. Um, which is really annoying because it's like, not that it's going to matter. I'm going to fall asleep and wake up every 3 hours anyway. But it's fine. It's fine. The earlier I go to bed, the more 3-hour blocks I'll get. So, especially because I have to be at the dentist tomorrow at 11, which I normally don't consider early, but yeah, that's early. The last 4 months, that's early. So, um, so yeah, I'm gonna have to, like, being up by about 10 o'clock. Yeah, that's a little early. That's a little early for me with this sleep thing, but that's fine. All right, and let me do 3. Let's see. Gosh, what's right here? It's right above. 1. Oopsie, come on. 2 and 3. So yeah, I'm probably gonna stop after finishing this portion up here. I did want to say though that next no, not next week, this Saturday. So October 4th. I'm sorry. Okay. October 4th through the 11th. So I gotta skip that one and go up 1. There we go. October 4th through the 11th, I am house sitting and dog sitting for a family friend that I house sit and dog sit and cat sit for them probably 2 to 3 times a year, and I've been doing it for several years now. Um, so they own the house. It's nice. Their house is only like 5 minutes from mine. It's really nice, really close. Um, but with having to go, go back and forth there and then come back home and do what I need to do here and blah 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 blah. I don't know if I'm gonna have any time for stitching, and if I have time for stitching, I don't know if I'm gonna have any time to record. So just giving you a heads up, I may not have any stitch with me's come out next week. Um, we'll just see how that goes. Um, it could be wrong. Maybe I'll have more time than I think. Um, but yeah, and I have a feeling next week is also going to be the dentist for my procedure, which I am not looking forward to. But that's okay. It needs to be done. If it doesn't get done, it gets worse, and I don't want it to get worse. So 1, 4, 2. Okay, perfect. That was a little confusing, especially because I kept talking. Oopsie. But yeah. So I just wanted to let you guys know that if I'm more quiet next week, that is why. No, come on. So at the very least, I will still, of course, do my weekly Flosstube updates. Um, mm, yeah, that's fine. I split them. I split it, but it's fine. I'll fix it with the other color. Um, oh yeah, but so that if I fall off the map tomorrow, that's or tomorrow, next week or this weekend, I should say. That would be why. So, but yes. Um, no, man, this Ada is so easy to cure. Like I have never had this much trouble with splitting the fabric like that. That is so weird. Anyway, just gonna have to be really careful with it. All right, so there's that. Oh, that's more than I thought. That's 111 stitches. That's nice. Okay. So we're at just about half half a percent. Not even 1%, but we're half a percent, 0.449. So not bad. I try to go for about 100 stitches every time I sit down to stitch. So that works out. I did not think that was going to be 100, but I guess it is. So yeah, I will keep you guys updated on, of course, everything. But I will, at the very least, I'll post pictures next week of progress on my YouTube, and then of course um, the update at the end of the week. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Sorry for the rambling. I just think I'm really tired. So I'm gonna go to bed, and I will see you guys. Yeah, next week at the very, or this weekend and the next weekend at the very least. So yeah, if you like this, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. And I hope you have a good rest of your week, and I will see you next time. Happy stitching.